Hey everyone, my name is Chris Hernandez. I'm part of Savvy Health Solutions. Today we're doing a quick 15-minute chest and tri exercise routine. It's starting to get a little hot outside, so make sure you prepare with your water and some kind of Gatorade, something similar to that. And then let's go ahead and get started with our first round today. We're going to be doing a 20-10, so 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off with 2 exercises per block. So let's go ahead and get started with block number 1. Alright, so for block number 1, I'm going to have 2 exercises. First one will be a push-up. You'll notice throughout the blocks we'll have different variations of push-ups. So for this first one, we go with our standard push-up, hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And then we're going to go from either the knees or the feet. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that push-up. So again, hands a little bit wider than shoulder width. Make sure if your hand is pointing straight up in this case, that your elbows are pointing fairly in the similar direction as your hands. Don't let them kind of cave in. Make sure the pits of those elbows are pointing fairly straight up. So if you're doing it from the feet, make sure to keep this abdomen area engaged. Don't let your hips sag in. I'm going to come down and come all the way up. Alright, so all the way down, all the way up, and likewise you can do this from the knees as well. Alright, so our second exercise will be a kneeling overhead tricep extension. So in this case, I'm just going to use some fabric softener, and you can grab anything that is available around the house. But we're going to go from a kneeling position here. We can switch out legs, whichever leg is in front of it is not really a big deal. So once you have your weight, you can come start up top, reach back behind the head, reaching up, back down, up and back down. Alright, so the key here is to try to keep your elbows a little bit more pinned forward or more to the middle. Don't let them flare out too much. Make sure to keep this abdomen area engaged. Don't let your low back kind of kick out and relax. You want to keep this nice and tight. Keep the back nice and flat. Alright, so first 2 exercises of block 1 is going to be your standard push-up variation and your kneeling overhead tricep extension. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with block 1. So for our blocks, we're going to have 3 blocks. We're going to run through each block 6 times. So if you have 2 exercises per block, that means you're doing both exercises 3 times in one block. Okay, so let's go and get started with block 1. We got our normal push-up coming up. Alright, make sure to keep those abs engaged. Don't let your hips sag in. Again, you can do this from the knees as well. Same rules apply. And without moving your hands, imagine squeezing your hands together. You really get that chest activated. Alright. Next, we got our kneeling overhead tricep extension. Where your leg is forward, makes you feel more comfortable, and we'll go with that one today. You're going to really flex those triceps as you come up and as you come down. Alright, do from this angle here. Again, you can also do this standing. Alright, let me get that try push-ups. Again, you can also do those from standing position. Make sure those hands are relatively underneath the forearms, nice straight lines from the hands to the elbows. You know, last couple seconds here. Alright, again, if you want to switch up what leg is in front, by all means, you definitely do that too. And you can do this from a standing position. Just definitely make sure the abdomen area is definitely contracted as hard as possible. And we got the last couple seconds. Alright. Oh man, it's hot today. Alright, we got last round here, last round. And don't forget to breathe, try not to hold your breath too long either. And like this, you can do this from the knees, same rules apply. Alright. Got last exercise here. You should definitely start feeling the chest just a little bit now. Again, make sure to keep those elbows as tucked in as possible. Don't let them flare out. Keep that ab area and the glutes engaged. Alright, good job. Just to give you an idea, my weight is probably about 5 to 10 pounds or so. And with those 20 seconds, as you can tell, I'm pretty tired, so definitely you don't have to go too heavy with your weight either. Again, you can also change up how many rounds you go or how long you want to work for. So you can go, for example, a 35-10 or 35-15 as well. So definitely change it up, see what intensity is best for you. Go ahead and grab a drink real quick, and then we'll get started with the block number 2. Alright, so for block 2, we're going to go with a diamond style push-up variation. So this push-up variation will focus a little bit more on the triceps just because you bring your hands a little bit more inward. So the ideal hand position is to have your hands very close in about this triangle position. So imagine we're pushing up just like that. So again, you can do this from the feet or from the knees. If this is too much pressure on the elbow or if you can't seem to push up yourself off the ground, you can slowly widen your hands out a little bit farther out into what is your normal push-up variation, right? So it's you can put your hands anywhere from as close as to this kind of triangle position to as far out as your normal push-up variation. All right, so let's go through that diamond push-up variation. So again, make sure your hands are in that triangle position. Same thing with abdomen area. Make sure to flex this, don't let your hips sag down. Alright, so notice how the elbows are a little bit more pinched in. Alright, so that will focus a little bit more on the tricep, in this case, in this push-up. Alright, so we're going to bring back the laundry detergent, and then we're going to go into what is a skull crusher with our makeshift weight. So we're going to start by lying face up on the ground. You can go either feet up off the ground or on the ground, depending on how difficult you want it to be. Alright. So from here, we're going to place the weight about forehead level or so. We're going to keep the elbows pinched in, come all the way down, and then press it back up. So one more time. Bring it down to about forehead level and back up. Alright, so key for that one will be to, likewise with our overhead extensions, try to keep the elbows pinched in, don't let them flare out too much. And the farther away from your forehead, so let's say for example, you're pressing it back here, the farther away from your forehead it is, the harder it will be. So that will be our second exercise, those will be our skull crushes. So first one will be our diamond push-ups, next exercise are our skull crushes, that will be block 2. We have block number 2 coming up. We have diamond push-ups up first. So again, remember keeping the hands in the shape of a triangle. You can also scoot them out just a little bit more if that's a little bit too hard. And notice how the elbows stay pinched in. Don't let them flare out. All right. Next we got our skull crushers. Alright, weight starts at about forehead level. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can always bring it farther back to about above the head. It makes it a little bit harder. Again, if you don't have something heavier, you can always pick up the legs. Challenges you a little bit more. Alright, we got push-ups coming up. Again, make sure that keep those abs engaged. And likewise, you can do this from the knees as well. And just start putting this block a little bit more on the tricep area. Again, if you want to make things harder, you can pick up the feet. If you feel okay where you're at with the feet on the floor, by all means, keep it up with that. Looking good. All right. Last round, last round. And again, if the diamond position is a little bit too hard, you can spread the feet out a little bit more. I'm sorry, the hands out. You still get a lot of tricep work there. All right, we got a last exercise here. Feel like all these variations on the square crusher isn't challenging enough, you can go slow all the way down and then speed it up coming up. So slow coming down and then fast coming up. All right, it's looking good. I'm breaking the sweat, so hopefully y'all are too. Good job with block 2. Get some water and then we'll get started with block 3 right now. Alright, so good job with the first 2 blocks. We're coming into our last one here. So the first exercise of block 3 will be a wide hand placement in terms of your push-up. Alright, so for example, if this is my diamond push-up in terms of a hand placement, if this is my normal push-up position, this will be my wide hand placement in terms of my push-up position. Alright, so make sure to not let your shoulders cave in. You want to keep those elbows flared out. Alright, and bring the chest out a little bit more when you do the push-up. So likewise, you can do this from the hands or from the knees. So let's go ahead and test that out. So again, if the shoulders feel uncomfortable with this hand placement a little bit wider out, you can definitely go with your standard push-up. Still work the same muscle groups here. So we're in a wide position here. And back in, alright? So from this spot here, don't let your elbows kind of cave in. Keep them a little bit out more. Alright, so after that, we're going to go into a modified reverse plank. So we're going to go facing up, hands behind us, pull the shoulders back. You can do this from the feet or from a bent knee position. So all we're going to do is sit up tall or pick our body up just like that. All right, you can also go from this spot here and transition to the feet out stretch. Or you can go from the seated position, pick yourself up, really flex those triceps, really try to bring yourself up as high as you can, and back down. Okay, so those 3 different ways you can do this reverse plank position. All right, so that is block 3. We have our wide stance push-ups, and then we have our modified reverse planks. Let's go ahead and get started with block number 3. All right, we got our last block. Let's go and get started. So again, make sure you keep those abs engaged. And if you don't feel this is challenging enough, take it slow going down. So 1, 2, and then fast coming up. That will really challenge you. You'll be feeling it tomorrow. Alright, we got reverse planks here. So again, key is pull your shoulders back, really flex those triceps, just incorporate the legs and flex the quads and the glutes. And then likewise, you can transition from having the knees bent, which is a little bit easier, to legs outstretched. All right, looking good, looking good. So again, if you want things tougher, slow coming down, and then fast coming up. Likewise, you can do this from the knees, just your normal speed. You can also incorporate that slow coming down and fast coming up from the knees too. All right. It is hot. Again, if this does not feel comfortable on the wrist, you can always flip them over. That may be comfortable for other people as well. So kind of play with the hand placement, see which one's more comfortable for you. We got last couple seconds here. All right, last round. And again, if everything's still, not up to your standards in terms of the challenge, grab a backpack, throw some weight in there. All right, nice, looking good. Last exercise here. Then you can also go into what it looks like a bridge. So pick yourself up, bring the hips down, rest for a second, and then keep the hips up. Likewise, make sure to keep those shoulders pinched back, really flex the triceps, keep the elbows nice and straight. All right, good job with block 3. We're gonna knock out this workout. Keep it up. We do have tons of different workouts and stretches and different routines online on our YouTube channel, so definitely check those out. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.